Welcome to Berlin, where our company recently installed a very nice home theater I'm going to show you in this video. Well, if you're not already familiar with me or my company, we are Takeoff Media, a German home theater company that is dedicated to support you with sophisticated turnkey solutions, starting at 60 grand in Germany and slightly higher in foreign countries as well. And we do almost everything in-house. We do have our own screen production facility, we have our own locksmithery, carpenter shop, we do make our own acoustical treatment stuff, and well, the following home theater is the result of our commitment to deliver you with top-of-the-notch experience and performance.
Hollywood Theaters. We build emotions.
This is where the story of this home theater began just about 6 months ago, when the customer approached me to ask me whether we were able to install a small to medium-sized home theater into this room. And as we were installing another home theater in Berlin, at that time I took the chance to visit the customer, and I soon figured out that this room wasn't really very good for installing a home theater, because we would have to waste those windows, and the customer still wanted to use a section of this room for, well, sport and some, well, I don't know what, but it's a multi-purpose room and he doesn't want to waste all those windows. So if you have a look at the other side, we have a door over there and this is the entry door. So it was kind of difficult to install a serious home theater without having bad effects on the performance when trying to mix it with other purposes. So I took the chance to evaluate whether there is another room in this basement, and he showed me this room, and you soon notice this is where the home theater has been installed to finally. Well, let's have a look at this room. So when entering the room, this is the first you will notice. We have a almost complete covered baffle wall with mirrors. And we also installed a very slim baffle wall. This is the baffle wall. The depth is about 10 to 15 centimeters only. And we put the front speakers in the baffle wall and the screen as well. And the screen, that's our iMask 3 reference screen. This is two-way masked. We produce them by ourselves. And this is how the masking works. It's very silent. And we sell them directly to you all over the world. And this screen is very, very competitive due to our direct selling philosophy. You have to spend way less than 10 grand in order to get this 3 meters sized full two-way masked frame screen with Lutron motors. There are other companies that charge you several $1,000 just, or euros, just for those motors. But okay, so much for this screen. Well, as you see, we have this Starlight ceiling installed, and this ceiling is shaped in a half circle way. And alongside with the mirror that is also installed right above the screen, you have the effect when sitting on the seat that it looks like a full circle. And this is especially very, very cool. I just go to this corner when going to the dimmed light mode, because the room seems to be larger than it actually is, because you get the effect that the Starlight panel goes way beyond the baffle wall, and this is a very cool feature. By the way, as we are standing right behind the seat, I'd like to show you the curtains. These are acoustic curtains, but they also do absorb the visual emissions from the screen as well, because the customer paid very high attention to being able to use this room not only as home theater but also as guest room, and he doesn't want his guests to sleep in a black hole. And for this reason we installed those curtains, and with a single press at a button, these ones expand, and now you have a very good acoustical treatment of the room. And just some seconds later, the room looks a lot brighter. This is one of our very latest acoustic elements. We call it Open Mind Diffuser, and this element is supposed to look very airy, so we don't want it to stand directly on the floor. And within this element we place not only absorbers but also the surround speakers as well. By the way, this is the Sony VW870. I think in other countries this one is called 995. We equipped it with the wide-angled lens because this one enabled us to place the projector right there and realizing a very big screen. Finally, I'd like to have a short chat about the speakers we installed. Basically, we used our own speaker lineup. It's Hollywood Acoustics, that's our brand. And we have the Universe 5 EDSP version for the surrounds and the fronts. And we have the Universe 2 version of our speaker lineup being installed into the ceiling. But the main attraction of this home theater, regardless of the good quality of the main speakers, of course, is our completely new developed subwoofer system called Gravity. In this case, it is called Gravity 24S. It means we have 24 drivers, each with 8-inch, and these are installed into one single bass array into the ceiling to deliver a perfect bass reproduction for the audience in this room. And regardless whether we're speaking about the subwoofers or the main channels, all of these ones are perfectly controlled and filtered by a Storm audio processor. But it's not a processor, by the way. I show you the rack. So you see these are the source players. This actually is Storm Audio 2 ISP 16.12. Basically, it is the well-known and good reputed ISP 16 processor. And this one has an additional 12-channel amplifying section you can freely configure. And you can do crossover filtering, you can do equalization, you can do direct to, you have several presets. It's a very capable processor with a high-end amplification. So basically that's it. So much for our room tour of this sophisticated home theater. I hope it was interesting to join me, showing you, get a glimpse of this installation. If you're interested to get this kind of home theater or our more classic styled theaters, we're very happy to get your inquiry, and feel free to contact our international sales. Thank you so much for showing by, and well, have a good time. Bye bye.